eyes. Well, we're going live. So this is Bonnie Baldo from the Panic Public Library, and it's time for Grandma Reads a Story. And this is a joint program between Panic Public Library and the Foster Grandparents Program of Oakland County, sponsored by Catholic Charities of Southeastern Michigan. And I'm so happy to have Grandma Janet here today with us, and she's going to read two wonderful stories. So take it away, Grandma Janet.
Okay, all right, this is the cover of the book, and it's called We Are Water Protectors. And it's by Carol Lindstrom and illustrated by Michaela Godey. Okay, so in the book, it kind of features Native Americans, and they have always cared about the land, as you know. And so anyway, it starts out, water is the first medicine, Nokomis told me. Water is essential to all living things. We stand with our songs and our drums. We're still here. The river's rhythm runs through my veins, runs through my people's veins. My people talk of a black snake that will destroy the land. When I hear black snake, I think of oil, leaking oil going into our water and into the soil and destroying the land, and chemicals, dangerous chemicals would be something that the black snake would bring about. So anyway, the little girl is saying, my people talk of a black snake that will destroy the land. So it may not be a snake, and as a snake is, but it would be like a black snake, as dangerous as one. It's spoil the water, poison plants and animals, wreck everything in its path. That's what the intentions are for this black snake, an environmental disaster. When my people first spoke of the black snake, they foretold that it wouldn't come for many, many years. Here it looks like they have the spirits of the ancient Indians, and here we have an older teacher who's teaching the younger ones about the environment. When my people first spoke of the black snake, they were told that it wouldn't come for many, many years. And I think that's what we've all thought, that it would never, the water, fresh water would never end, good water. Now the black snake is here. Its venom burns the land, courses through the water, making it unfit to drink. So we're all hoping that that's not going to happen, that that's just a fear that won't be realized. But anyway, that's what people in the book are warning about, that this is something that will happen. Okay, take courage. I must keep the black snake away from my village's water. I must rally my people together. Here's an environmentalist here, and she's ready to get out there and start working to better the environment. To stand for the water, to stand for the land, to stand as one against the black snake. So they need to organize people. to get together and work together and try to bring the habitat back to its natural beauty. We stand with our songs and our drums. We're still here. It won't be easy. We fight for those who cannot fight for themselves, the winged ones, the crawling ones, such as the birds and the butterflies and the good bugs that keep our crops growing healthfully. Here's a hummingbird. You can see the hummingbird here. It's getting nectar out of the flower. The four-legged, the two-legged, the plants, trees, rivers, and lakes. Like a beautiful parkland scene.
Amazing pictures.
The earth, we are all related. Tears like waterfalls stream down, tracks down my face, tracks down my people's faces. Yep, they're feeling terrible about what's happened to their village and their land and the people. Water is alive. Water remembers our ancestors who came before us, she said. Water has its own spirit, Nokomis told me. We stand with our songs and our drums. We're still here. We're stewards of the earth. Our spirits have not been broken. We are water protectors. We stand. The black snake is in for the fight of its life. And we do have people today who are fighting to try to protect the Earth's resources. And they're strong, they don't give up, but I think they get discouraged, but they are looking for help and people to support them. So we can't be afraid that this black snake is going to hurt us and hurt our future. Okay, here is their pledge. I will do my best to honor Mother Earth and all its living things, including the water and land. I'll always remember to treat the earth as I would like to be treated. I will treat the winged ones, the crawling ones, the four-legged, the two-legged, the plants, trees, rivers, lakes, the earth with kindness and respect. I pledge to make this world a better place by being a steward of the earth and a protector of the water.
Wow, what an amazing thought to treat the world with kindness and respect. We talk about how important it is to be kind to one another, to be respectful to one another, but to be kind and respectful to the earth, the Mother Earth and the water. Isn't that amazing thought?
Yes.
If we treated the world and our environment with kindness and respect, what would that look like to you, Grandma Janet?
Yes, it would be it would be amazing. And it would be an end to cruelty if people would just treat others and treat the animals and plants and all other people with respect.
Yeah. So, yeah, so you wouldn't throw an an old tire in the river if you're treating the river and the earth with kindness and respect, would you?
Right.
You wouldn't dump oil that when you change the oil in your car, you wouldn't pour the oil down the drain that you know is going to go in somewhere and come out somewhere. It's just, that's just, to me, that's just an amazing thought. What do you think of when you think of treating the world with kindness, the environment with kindness and respect?
I would say that they would do away with all of the sprays that they spray that causes illnesses, causes trees and crops to die, makes our food, the food that we eat, it makes it unsafe to eat because of all the chemicals in it. If they would just do away with the dangerous ones, we can't probably get rid of them all at once, but we have to be thinking about all of that. What are we putting into our water and into the ground and so forth? Or eating, what are we eating that's going to hurt us?
Before we started, you said something about, I asked you about this book and you pulled out this book first and you told me what you liked about it. So what is it about this book that you wanted to read it first and you were excited about it?
Well, just the very theme of the book and also the people that are spoken of in the book and shown in the book. They're all getting together and they're all listening, and they want to do something that's going to stop, the abuse of the earth.
Yeah, you said you were an environmentalist.
Yes.
So that's a wonderful thing to be, and we're finding out more and more over time that it's important with the water. And I liked your idea of the black snake. It may not be the Indian culture. There's a black snake that was going to come and consume and do all these things, but it may not be literally a black snake, but it might be. Snakes are poisonous. It might be poisons in the environment that do these things. So,
like the oil pipelines.
Yeah. So thank you for that story. So we have another story too.
Okay, and this is called Earth Dance. And it's by Joanne Ryder and illustrated by Norman Gorbati. Okay, imagine you're standing tall in an empty space. Stretch your arms out wide and slowly spin around. It's almost kind of like an exercise, isn't it? Or a dance.
Yeah.
Taller than the hills, head high in the sky. You're growing so large, so tall, no one can see all of you now.
Wow. Oh.
Imagine you're dancing in space, even larger than the moon.
Wow. Whoa.
Spinning around, you are around. wrapped in a quilt of bright colors, blue flowing seas, dark green woods, and deserts of golden sand. You're twirling so gracefully, carefully, not even the sand moves as you spin.
Wow.
You are large and grand, and your voice is the proud roar of icebergs cracking, waterfalls tumbling. Your whisper is a breeze murmuring through the reeds. It's kind of dark, so it's a little difficult to see some of it. Wiggle your shoulders and mountains tremble and quake. Shake your hair and feel windswept grasses tickle your face. You are streaked with roads and bridges, spotted with farms and factories. Up your hills and down your rivers, cars and ships carry people from one place to another, all places on you. This kind of looks like something we see every day, isn't it? You are where crickets leap, rabbits hop, and children run and run. Imagine them leaping and dancing with you as you spin.
Wow.
That would be fun for to be out and enjoying the summer like that.
That would be.
You are where people meet, talking and singing and laughing aloud. Imagine hearing them all, their voices humming as you twirl.
Wow.
Turn your face to the bright sun and cities wake up, yawning to morning. Behind you, cities in darkness turn on their lights, go to sleep and dream. As you spin, you bring day, then night to everyone who calls you home. You spin around and also dance around the sun, bringing summer, bringing winter, when snowflakes touch and cover you, and people leave soft footprints on your snowy fields. You are every place people rest and the place everyone knows best. You are older than anyone, yet each day you are where new life grows, flowers bud and babies are born. You are home to ants and lizards, fish and dragonflies, roses and redwoods. You're shelter for people who may never meet but share one thing. You are their home. Dance slowly, spin gently, and carry them through space. May they hear your whispers, feel your strength under their feet, and treasure you. And it's all talking about Earth and how fortunate we are to be living on such a beautiful planet.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. What a story. It
Okay,
just, it was so enchanting. So the whole thought of dancing, and then we're part of this, and then we're one spot, and we're bigger, and we're looking down, and we're part of it all, and then we're dancing, and all the stuff that's going on, and the earth. It's so bewitching to me. This one's Earth Dance. And then the other one was the water protectors. So it's earth and water. So they're kind of like, they kind of like go together. They're kind of like a dance between the two stories. The one is the water protectors was written about based on the Indian culture and the black snake, the poison snake. And so what did you find about the story? Did you like one story more than the other, or what struck you as interesting from Earth Dance?
Were you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. Okay.
Well, it just makes me appreciate life. To remind myself of what a wonderful life we have here on Earth, and how we must appreciate it, protect it, enjoy it.
I've been catching a lot of the Science Channel, and they talk about all these other planets that they've and dwarf planets, and looking for another system, another Earth-like planet, and you just realize how very unusual our Earth is, and the fact they're also now looking for planets that have a moon like ours, because the moon pulls the water and causes the tides, which gets everything moving and circulating, and how it's just a unique. And they talk about the Goldilocks zone, which isn't too far or too close from the sun. I mean, there's so many things, and we're so lucky that we have this Earth Dance going on, and
yes.
That we have all this water, and so to me, though, these two books, just the way they're written, you can just feel the love for the earth, for the Earth Dance, and just the imagery is just wonderful in the pictures. And then the other one is for the water protectors, and talked about loving or respecting all living things, the things that have 2 legs and the things that have 4 legs and things that have more legs. To each one of those is so important, and I think we can learn something from both points of view. And
I know I watch Channel 56, and they show nature, and they show how each individual, whether it's an insect or an animal, each one helps some other animal or animals. Each one has a role in the earth, and how if one goes extinct, then something is going to upset the balance of that particular area. And so they all depend on each other, just like we do, the animals and the insects.
Well, this has been just a wonderful story time, and thank you, Grandma Janet. I loved the way you read those stories. I could tell that you really enjoyed them, and so thank you.
You're welcome. I enjoyed that too. I enjoyed reading the books. I feel like I learned also.
Okay. Oh, okay. What do you feel like you learned from these books?
I think I just learned that being careful of the environment, the world around us, and how it actually is uplifting. I actually feel that I'm a little happier right now since I read those books. That I should, instead of thinking, sadly about this and that. I mean, it shows that if you really care, that there's always something that one can do or pray about.
What I heard was gratitude. When you were just, what we were describing was gratitude. Gratitude, that grateful that we have this earth and that we have all the water and everything that we need. And I found that being grateful and having gratitude for what we do have makes you feel a whole lot better than thinking of all these things that maybe we can't fix or that is wrong or a challenge for the world. It makes you, restores that sense of balance in us too when we look at the things that we do have that are going right and to be grateful for. Wow. Well, now you made me happy. Grandma Janet.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
So, this is Bonnie Baldoff and Grandma Janet, and we will return next week, and we again will be we are on a 3:30 to 4 schedule because of the summer, and wishing you a healthy and a happy day, and thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
You enjoy your day.
Thank you. You too.